Okay, so we do have one of the participants in this panel, Muhammad, and I'll try to pronounce your name, Sihabudheen? Shihabudheen. And he's going to speak about the spiritual politics of conflict resolution. And we have 15 minutes, Muhammad.
Hello everyone. I am Muhmmed Sihabudheen. I'm Ph.D. candidate at Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Presently, I'm Fulbright fellow in Columbia University. Will be here for a 1 year in Columbia University as a visiting researcher. The title of my presentation is The Spiritual Politics of Conflict Resolution, a study of the mediation practices of Sayyid Muhammad Ali Shihab. Just an introduction, there is one video, I don't know whether it's, let's try to play that. This is a song, please enjoy. Okay, I'm happy to start. This is an image and visuals from Kerala. This is a South Indian state, stage just close with Sri Lanka. I'm very happy to continue after my two Sri Lankan brothers. This is the south border of India. And the person I am introducing to you is Sayyid Muhammad Ali Shihab. And please keep in mind the visuals of the people surrounding him and visiting him. So it will be convenient for you while I go through my presentation. The inter-community relationship in India has invited the attention of scholars of politics, sociology, economics, and other disciplines. Most of the scholarship contribution presents a conflicting picture of post-colonial India regarding the relationship between communities. On the other hand, the popular academic discourses about Kerala, a South Indian state, is different, as the public opinion and the studies have described it as a space of coexistence amongst the religious communities. The population of Kerala divides into 54% of Hindus and 26% of Muslims and 18% of Christians. So this composition is very helpful to everybody who is interested to study the coexistence and the relationship between communities. The Muslim political experiments and the engagement in the post-1947 Kerala have an important role in the constitution of current political culture of the state. Although Muslim political participation in the state is diverse, as the community members work in communist parties, Indian National Congress, and other political parties, Indian Union Muslim League has a dominance over others in representing the Muslim members. The politics of Indian Union Muslim League is an interesting case for the scholars of conflict resolution in Muslim societies. Ideologically, IUML, I will use the abstracted word term, IUML propose Muslim policies and stands for Muslim rights specifically. Being a political party primarily focuses on religious community in a secular state, IUML had to engage with the discourses that invalidate its legitimacy. Hence, maintaining a good relation with other communities was an essential tool in IUML politics and its political development. Therefore, conflict resolution was an essential tool in the politics and the political development of Indian Union Muslim League. In this context, the study addresses the conflict resolution practices of Sayyid Muhammad Ali Shihab, and I will use the name Shihab Tangal hereafter as he was popularly known. Was the president of Indian Union Muslim League from 1975 to 2009, and its importance in the political identity formation of IUML and the Muslim politics in the state. Shihab Tangal family, education, and the beginning of political career. Shihab Tangal was born in a Sayyid family of Panakkad on 1936. Panakkad is a village in Malappuram district, a district in the Malabar region of Kerala. Malappuram is the state that has 70% of Muslim population. Sayyids are the descendants of Prophet Muhammad. Scholars have studied the movements of Sayyids families from Yemen and other Arab countries to different locations across the Indian nation, including Kerala. Shihab Tangal's ancestors also migrated to Kerala from Hadramaut, that's from in Yemen. After his high school education in both religious and secular discipline, he left for Cairo and joined Al-Azhar University for higher studies, and studied there during 1958 and 61. Then he shifted to Cairo University and spent there from 1961 to 1966 studying Arabic literature and Sufism. He was elected as the president of Indian Union Muslim League Kerala State Committee after the death of his father P.S.M. Tangal on 1975 at his age of 31. He continued as the president of the party until his death in 2009. He transcended the binary between religion and politics, as he was a Qali of 404 Mahals. As a Qali, he is responsible for issuing fatwas and supervising Muslim life under his jurisdiction. He practiced Islamic healing, a system of curing diseases through prayer, Quranic texts, and traditional medicines. Everyday practice of conflict resolution by Muhammad Shihab Tangal. Shihab Tangal has an image of a mediator or a man who prevents or solves the conflicts in the public sphere. The traditional authority of Sayyids in Muslim community is the prime reason for the pupils' dependence over them for solving conflicts and mediation. Shihab Tangal, a foreign educated, young, and the state supremo of country's biggest Muslim political party, continued the legacy of his family in the mediation and solving conflicts. He descended every Tuesday for meeting the public. Traditionally, Sayyids as Panakkad family sits for people on Tuesdays. You might have seen the picture of people surrounding him. That's what I'm talking about. It was the custom practiced by his father too. During Tuesdays, his brothers also interacted with the public at their homes. All of them are either leaders of Samasta Kerala Jam'iyatul Ulama, an organization of ulama, or they bear high position in Muslim League, the political party. As the Samasta, as a religious or ulama organization, it practically support Muslim League in political sphere. As the Sayyid's house is located in the same neighborhood in Panakkad, Tuesdays are normally very crowded there. People from different parts of Kerala come to the village to have an appointment with Sayyids. The purpose of the visit vary from person to person, like healing, solving interpersonal quarrels, family problems, and inter-community conflicts. Normally, he sits in front side of the house on his chair in the front of a round table, and the people surrounded him from the three sides complaining. He listened to everybody and respond to the problem. There are many popular stories spread on social media. I'm just transcribing by translating a video that was very popularly spread on social media. I'm just quoting. Once a quarrel was reported to Panakkad family. A coconut tree of a neighboring Hindu home caused trouble to a masjid committee as it grew over the masjid, and a falling coconut caused regular breaking of the thatched tiles of the masjid. The situation became worse as the request of the masjid committee to cut the trees was declined by the house owner, and the tension escalated to a conflict between communities. Finally, they decided to approach Shihab Tangal to mediate and solve the problem. He gathered arguments from both sides. Muslim representative told that they are tired of changing tiles, and there is no way other than cutting the tree. Hindu family members countered that the situation has gone out of our hands, as other community members are not satisfied with cutting the tree. He ordered the masjid committee to rebuild the masjid with a coconut roof, and he handed over his donation for rebuilding the masjid. Everybody was happy with this, with an unexpected solution put forward by him, and the representative of Hindu family also gave his share to the masjid reconstruction. The twist in the story begins as they return home, and mother at Hindu home was very embarrassed by the solution. She thought it is not fair to make Muslim rebuild their masjids for the sake of a coconut tree. She insisted on meeting Shihab Tangal as soon as possible and informing him that they are ready to cut the tree. They rushed to his home. It was the early nightly hours. Still, it was crowded. She entered the courtyard crying, apologizing, and telling that she is ready to cut the tree. Shihab Tangal comes down, consoles her, and convinces her to continue with the solution. So there are similar many stories. The popularity of his practice of mediation and solving the conflicts was officially endorsed when Kerala High Court transferred a case to him for mediation. I have no time to describe about that more. The politics of conflict resolution. The political controversy over the Babri Masjid is an important part of the post-colonial political discourses in India. The claim of Hindu nationalists over Babri Masjid that located in Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh was very instrumental in their emergence as a political force in the country. The demolition of Babri Masjid by Hindu nationalists in 1992 reflected entire country in the form of communal violence all around the country, except in Kerala. There was minor disturbance, but it was not on a massive scale as it was happened in other states. Following the demolition of Babri Masjid and the eruption of the communal violence across the country, Shihab Tangal issued a statement requesting Muslim community to keep quiet and calm and not indulge in any form of revenge against Hindu community. He asked party members to stand vigil around Hindu temple, protecting it from any act of violence. IUML arranged vehicles riding through the village and announcing Shihab Tangal's statement in a loudspeaker that requested people to live in harmony. So as a conclusion, Shihab Tangal and the art of not making a conflict. Normally, the conflict resolution scholarship studies the conflict zones, traces the causes or the constitution of the situation, and suggests solution. An analysis of Shihab Tangal's life and his mediation practices enlarges the domain of conflict resolution research to study the art of not making a conflict. The case of Shihab Tangal illustrates such a situation. His political policies were mostly to prevent the conflict, and it is different from solving the conflicts. The international relations scholarship has explained the scenario by the term diplomacy. The illegitimacy of the violence or the coercion and the risk of war has compelled modern state to choose diplomacy as a mean to pursue self-interest. Presently, the primary duty of a diplomat is to prevent conflict or war between countries. Diplomatic practices have reduced wars and high-density conflicts between countries. On the other hand, the intercommunity clashes are very common within countries, especially in multi-ethnic or multi-religious countries. In this context, Johnson's discussion on internal diplomacy invites more deliberations. According to him, I quote, "Divisive character of religious influence is widely appreciated and understood. Their obvious contribution to resolving conflict are all but unknown." Unquote. He argued that while the international organizations are restrained from involving in internal conflicts of member states, religious figures and spiritual leaders have a bigger role to play regarding mediation and conflict resolution. Some spiritual leaders played a big role in controlling conflict either through public diplomacy or as actors behind the scene. He illustrated with instance of Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and some others. The case of Shihab asserts the power of internal diplomats. In maintaining peaceful society, he transcended the binary of religion and politics with his spiritual politics, stood for Muslim community rights in a multi-religious society, preferring a harmonious relationship with other communities. Thank you.
Thank you.